Are you a 4C natural stuck at a growth plateau? Do you have dreams of growing your hair to waist length and beyond, but it seems like your hair hasn't grown a single inch for the past many months or maybe even years? Are you frustrated that your hair seems to have stopped growing or seems to grow so slowly that you don't even retain an inch a year? Well, I want you to know that you are not alone, and I understand completely where you're coming from. That was me for about the last half decade of my life. I started my natural hair journey at the end of 2012, grew my hair to bra strap length by around 2015, and then plateaued there for the next nearly 5 years until around 2020, where I finally was able to piece together all the necessary pieces of the puzzle in order to finally surpass my growth plateau and reach my lifelong hair goal of waist length in December 2020. I know you're likely feeling frustrated and disappointed and don't know where to turn to for help, but if this is the first time that we're meeting, I just want to take a second to let you know that it is the sole purpose of my entire channel to find you and people just like you and help you to overcome this really frustrating situation. It took me 5 years of directionless wandering all by myself in order to figure this out on my own. And so now it's my mission to keep people from having to go through the same fate. In mid-2020, I crafted an extremely specific regimen that got my hair growing again and ultimately to my current length of hip length, which obviously you can't see right now because my hair is in twists. That regimen and its implementation I now refer to as the 6-month protective style challenge, and I wholeheartedly believe that it will work for you too. So, what is this 6-month protective style challenge? Well, the 6-month protective style challenge is a regimen that I deduced from the curly girl method, supplemented with tweaks and additional practices that I picked up over the years and came to understand through my 10 long years of trial and error, and we take that and implement it over an intensive 6-month period. I took that whole regimen and systemized it into workbook format as a journal that I've named the My 4C Journey to Waist Length Journal. I made this journal for you all in an attempt to make it as easy as possible to understand the elements that are important for a successful 4C hair routine, and thus serve as your faithful guide throughout the challenge. This journal is absolutely massive, at a whopping 98 pages. But that's because it provides an outline for all of the things that you should be doing on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis in order to get your hair unstuck and ultimately to find success with this regimen. This includes things like a habit tracker that details a thorough list of length retention practices versus length stunting practices that you can bubble in on a daily basis, as well as assessment questions that you can answer about the condition of your hair on a weekly basis, and even a product log that you can use to keep track in an orderly fashion of the myriad of products that I'm sure you're using throughout the month. The purpose of all of this is to help you come to understand your own hair, as well as introduce you to some potentially new practices that will be beneficial in helping you overcome a growth plateau and ultimately reach your length goals. If you're interested, you can check it out from the link in the description box below. Just be aware there are 2 formats, so be sure to pay attention to that as well. Although I've designed the journal to be a sufficient guide all on its own so that you can go through the practice at your own pace, whatever point in time you decide, right now is an extremely special time because I'm actually offering an additional layer of support through our brand new private Facebook community. This year, I will be repeating the 6-month protective style challenge that, yes, originally got me to waist length, mainly so that you all can go through it with me. In this way, I can provide the truest, most helpful experience that I possibly can for you all, because I really, from the bottom of my heart, do want to help you reach your length goals. In the Facebook group, not only will you have additional access to me, but you'll have access to a new community of 4C naturals, literally all going through the challenge together at the same time to interact with as often as you please. You can encourage each other, answer questions, share your experiences, post your length checks, which I'm really looking forward to. But most fun of all, we can all share our journal entries together as the best form of accountability. That's right, there will be no slacking off in this Facebook group. All participants are required to get past their growth plateaus or detention. Of course, I'll be sharing mine as well, so no one can run. No slacking will be done, not even me. In addition to that, I'm planning on hosting regular live streams in the group where we can hang out more casually, chat for a bit, and of course you can ask me all your questions. Nothing is set in stone right now, but just know that as a group member, I will be using your feedback in order to shape this group into exactly the community that you want it to be. Sorry for the sudden voiceover, which will not be matching what appears to be coming out of my mouth on screen. We have some edits with no new footage, but the show must go on. So you can join the new Facebook group from the link in the description box. All you need to do is answer a few questions for admittance, but please make sure that you answer them well. As this is the only form of security the group has, there's a possibility your application will not be approved if I can't immediately tell from your answers that you're a subscriber of mine. So please answer them thoughtfully. Thank you in advance. So that's the challenge, along with all of the supplemental resources that I currently have available for you. I will only be participating in the challenge from July of 2023 through December of 2023. But if you find this video a little late, or even months later, or however long in the future, do not fret, because at least for now, like I said, nothing is set in stone. But what I'm thinking is, even if you want to join late, it's no problem. The community is going to be set, growing as time progresses, and you can just go through the challenge on your own schedule and still have access to the community of naturals who are either doing it or starting at a later date like you, or have gone through it and now are wiser and have wisdom and can help you through it even better. The journals themselves were made without any specific timeline. I created it to just go through a time period of 6 months sequentially. There's no dates. You can select your own dates. So in terms of the journal itself, that's designed, once again, as I mentioned earlier in the video, for you to go through at your own pace at any point of time and be able to find success all by yourself, even without a community. So in terms of buying a journal, don't worry about that. It has no time restraints. Additionally, another reason you can feel comfortable joining the group is because I plan on doing live streams through to the end of the challenge. So that's going to be through December 2023. So even if you join a little late, maybe you don't even want to buy the journal, you just want to be in the group and have access to that atmosphere, then know that you're still going to get the additional perk of regular live streams with me where you can ask me your questions or just hang out. So definitely do feel free to join, even if you're watching this video after July 2023. I'm really excited to start this new series with you guys, so please make sure that you're subscribed and you've got the notifications turned on for my channel so that you don't miss a single episode of this series that's starting next week. And as a special gift for my early viewers, as I like to do, and those of you who watched all the way through the end of this video, here is a special code that you can use in order to get the new interactive PDF version of the journal at a discount for the next 2 days. Thanks for watching, and when the next video in the series is out, you can watch it by clicking this video right here. But until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Mata ne! Bye! Oh my gosh, did you see my charm? My hair charm? It's literally not a hair charm, it's just me being extra extraneous. That's right, there will be no slacking off in this Facebook group. All participants will reach their growth. All participants will be required to reach their length goals. Or detention! That's right, there will be no slacking off. That's right, there will be no slacking off in this Facebook group. All participants will reach their length plateaus goals. All participants will surpass their growth plateaus. Or detention! Or detention! Or detention! Or detention! All participants will be required to surpass their growth plateaus. Or detention! Or detention!